I was pretty skeptical because some of the reviews about dead on arrival, but I took a chance and so far I'm happy. I upgraded my Asus GL502VS that originally had a 240GB M.2 to this 1TB version. I used Crystal Disk before and after installation. The numbers speak for themselves and show a 1000 MB/s increase in read and write times. Very impressive, and I hope it can last because $100 for 1TB at these speeds is amazing. I recently built a budget system of i5-9600K on an MSI board with this as the OS drive. It works great and is super fast. I am very happy with it and bought another for my second system, Media Server/HTPC. Probably one of the best values for storage. One issue I ran into was on my second system, transferring the OS to this drive with source being 512 and Sabrent being 4096. But as the description says, they have an app that fixes it. Just go to their website, under support search for Rocket and it will pull right up. Download, run it, select 512E, reboot and most cloning software will then work. I purchased several of these for various computer builds. This particular install on an Asus Prime X470 Pro with its M.2 heatsink was a small concern. With any motherboard accessory as it relates to M.2 drives, the build quality and tolerances can vary. The consistency between all of my Asus motherboards with M.2 heatsinks turned out to not be a concern for this Sabrent 1TB Rocket SSD. All of the Sabrent 1TB Rocket SSDs that I have purchased so far all are the exact same build quality and consistency. They don't overheat when stressed, due in large part of the heatsink. The data rates, read and write, were in the low to mid 2000 megabytes per second before I updated the BIOS firmware and chipset drivers. They are now high 2000 megabytes per second, and that is good enough for me. I probably can do a bit more updating and tweaking, but coming from a SATA SSD and loading Premiere Pro 2020 with 8K media files always resulted in longer load times from that SATA SSD. No longer with the Sabrent 1TB Rocket SSD. Average load times are now 3 to 9 seconds. I will be back for more. Unfortunately, I received the wrong product. It was sealed by the factory. As my pictures show, the box containing the product says SB Rocket 512, it has a sticker slapped over the package sealed from the manufacturer that is SB Rocket 1TB. Click link in description for more reviews.